Alright, let's fucking go. Hello, hello. This should be working now. Yep, let's fucking go. New day, new stream. Hello, hello. I came back after a long time. And we are gonna be playing some more Morimens story. I actually played a bit of the event. Let's wait. Rendezvous, nope. Okay. No, cleared this standard. So I'm going back to doing story. Indulgent. Where were we again? We were attacking the fucking seaboard. Alright, let's investigate. Alright, Ramona can participate in this investigation. Right. Let's go story time. I probably won't be doing a long story read through for the first stream today. I'll do a second one today too, so water pour dentals into your body, nostrils, ear, throat, eyes, every orifice in your upper body filled with seawater. Right? Not very pleasant. I think we met Murphy, right? Your blood reacted with the seawater and some base cells expelled from your frame, replaced by what seemed like more salt and dirt flowing through your veins. They scraped your body and soul from within. Your lungs brimmed with liquid. As your body sank, consciousness faded, very small particles squeezed out by pain and suffocation. Ripples stirred the sea surface, crashing against your eardrums. You struggled to open your eyes. Something above, something dove beneath the waves, silhouetted against the light. It wrapped nimbly around your waist, like seaweed. No, not seaweed, but some soft yet incredibly tough muscle. Swish. The elongated muscle dragged you upward. Pink light from the main sky entered your vision, followed by beams of the lower deck, then the flickering electric lamps in the cabin. Finally, a face both familiar and strange. Dry air mixed with seawater lingering in your windpipe, irritating your respiratory tract like never before. Muscles spasmed, unleashing uncontrollable coughs. The green-haired boy furrowed his brow slightly under his control, tentacles wrapped around your body once more. Oh, hi, Tulu. Or Tulu. The tentacles contracted with precise force several times, expelling seawater and small fish from your throat. Thank you. No need for thanks. Your voice is too loud. It will draw out the other seafarers. I mean, for pulling me out of the sea. Though becoming an awakener was not my wish, Mittag University did end my millennia-long slumber. By reason and sentiment, I won't abandon a keeper to death. But you shouldn't be here, right? The roster for this investigation only includes me and Ramona. Without approval from the field operations leader and unlinked by an investigator, awakeners aren't allowed beyond Mittag's boundaries. I thought you knew that. Awakener 2, file number 6291, codename Slumbering Sovereign. You know those so-called rules at Mittag University mean nothing to me, and don't use that foolish codename on me, Tulu. I'm not one of those rich types from the committee. To me, awakeners aren't beasts to shackle. My concern is you're not on the field mission list, unlinked by anyone's stray too far from Attack's black wolf for too long and you'll slip into frenzy. No matter, I won't be ruled by his so-called instincts. Yeah, I guess his instinct is just sleep. The Awakener retained his boyish form, yet every word and gesture carried the authority of a superior. A mere fleeting glance sufficed to make one's hair stand on end. I just want to know what you're doing here. You slumber year-round, not even stirring for the anomaly at the key bestowal ceremony. Yet you risk losing your sanity to come here. Whatever happened must mean a lot to you. Everything unfolding here stems from me. As for the details, they are none of your concern. Really none of my concern, even when Ramona and I crossed paths with that woman Miriam, and you could barely show up to help. I owe you no explanation, but if necessary, I will lend aid. Alright, prick. Tulu's tight-lipped stance nearly ignited your anger, but reality preserved your reason. Your hands clenched, then relaxed yet again. After a few deep breaths, you finally turned to the Awakener boy before you. Ramona's in the seafarer's hands, Tulu. I need your help. Tulu lifted his head, gazing into your eyes for a long moment, as if brewing words of refusal. Just as his lips twitched, ready to utter a reply, a girl's piercing scream echoed through the cabin depths. Said Ramona, let's go. Don't know how many seafarers are aboard. Rushing in unprepared is truly foolish. Foolish? If, as you say, you won't abandon a keeper to death. Tulu, I'm about to walk to my tomb. Yeah, fucking blackmail that man. Don't reply, but as soon as you turned to dash deeper into the cabin, you caught the boy's faint, almost imperceptible sigh. Get wrecked.
Toaの国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。深海の精鋭。これこそ宿命よ。愚か者。深海の精鋭。
なんだ。荒い清め。
触れるな。
Way too strong. But whatever. The moment you touched the ship's railing, memories that weren't yours flood your mind. People dressed her in a pure white gown, adorned her with elegant jewelry, and placed her on a high altar. The townfolk knelt and bowed at her feet. Their eyes were filled with hope. Sailors wished for her protection during voyages. Fishermen hoped for a calm fishing season, and other townspeople desired a year of smooth sailing. Among the kneeling crowd were her childhood friends and her close family. She didn't want anything, she didn't know what she wanted. Passively responding to prayers seemed to be her only purpose in life. Why is she crying? Why does she remain aloof, as if those people are kneeling before her? I guess I'm going Realm Mastery. Oh Oh, it's the final battle already.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの意志を。
これこそ宿命よ。深海の精鋭。下がれ。深海の精鋭。
この翼が必ず守る。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
Clearing in one turn. My bad. I
無礼
guess.
者
Whatever.
深海の精鋭。
Two tentacle attacks. Oh, nice. This is nice. Let's go. Use key. Blind obedience. Yeah, it's good. Fuck it, let's clear the illusion. Alright, nice. Plus 50 sigils. Yeah. One more battle.
永遠の国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
これこそ宿命よ。深海の精鋭。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
下がれ。
Nice. Alright, easy clearing. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Rouse and Awakener, Murphy. Are there any fights left? Nope. Alright, let's make the boss. Several seafarers formed a circle surrounding a corner of the cabin. They chanted in grating tones, nearly drowning the girl's sobs. Hi Murphy, stay away from me, don't even think of dragging me back. That's not Ramona. Yep, no shit Sherlock. She's even better. The seafarer leader prostrated reverently before the girl while others gripped her limbs with webbed palms. The leader rose abruptly, only then did you see that beneath her veil writhed several dancing snake heads, utterly bizarre. Fangs through a gash in the sack, rotten viscera spilled like sardines, landing squarely on their roots. Putrid odor instantly permeated the cabin. What are you doing? You don't have the right to lay hands on me. Let me see Miriam if you dare. Miriam, that's the woman's name, so this girl knows the leader. But why are these seafarers hunting her? Religious worship. Before you could sort it out, thick tentacles grazed your shoulder, lunging fiercely at the serpentine seafarer. The latter was caught off guard, but quickly reacted, hissing with forked tongue as it tangled with Tulu's tentacles.
永遠の国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
私に全て貢ぎなさい。神母となる。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
はっ。
Jeez. The tentacles smashed down heavily. The seafarer's body crumpled into fragments, yet miraculously spared the girl's spot. Tulu retracted his limbs, eyeing the gray, green, and red-white slurry upon them. Disgust flickered on his face, vanishing as he discreetly wiped the filth on the deck. The girl clutched her waist, breathing heavily, looking utterly shaken. You okay? Stay back. You took but half a step forward and the girl shouted tensely, her eyes brimming with weariness. Fuck, I can't read anymore. I'm old and washed. Seeing this, you halted, raising your hands to show harmlessness. Don't be scared, we're not bad guys. If not for us, that snake-faced creep would have used you in some ritual, right? Speaking of rituals, did they hurt you, miss? You're clutching your wrist, is it sprained? I'm no miss, I have a name. Murphy, call me Murphy. I've had first aid training, mind if I check your hand? The girl eyed you hesitantly, but ultimately allowed your approach, extending one hand. You gently held her hand, pushing up her sleeve. She wore thick winter clothes. Aside from slight redness from tugging, no other injuries showed. Probably a minor strain. Rest for a few days and it will be fine. Sensing Murphy's mood ease slightly, you bypassed the injury, suddenly gripping her upper arm firmly. What are you doing? You know the seafarer's leader Miriam, yet they are hunting you, Murphy. Who are you really? That was when Tulu finished inspecting the ruins and joined the conversation. That rune is a seafarer hypnosis ritual. Those guys wanted her asleep to avoid complications. Before Tulu finished, Murphy's face turned ashen. Her kicking and biting struggles against you ceased, as if pondering something. Murphy? Thud. Agonizing pain struck your forehead. The impact spun your world. Murphy seized the chance to break free, clutching her head as she fled deeper into the cabin. Bruh. I knew you weren't good people. What the fuck? Wait, hear me out. Nice job, Tulu. Murphy clearly ignored your feeble plea. Her figure soon vanished around the corner. Tulu, why didn't you stop her? Don't look at me like that. I hadn't anticipated her head being so hard.
そなたの偉大なる皆を広めよう。すべての
Alright, claim wall, claim wall. Apostle. Wait, what are the achievements for 5, 6? Win the final battle and 10 turns, carry at least one cursed relic. On clearing, alright. Apostles of the Sea, let's go. I should probably upgrade my caster.
呪われたこの翼もいずれは天を舞えるだろうか。闇の羽衣がより深みを増したな。
Murphy, stop running. We aren't bad people. Like any bad guy would admit they are bad. He's even figure out the rune's purpose and you still claim you're not with the seafarers. That's an incantation written in ancient Lemurian. Anyone versed in Lemurian would read the rune without issue. And you do realize that Lemuria was a civilization lost before human history even began, don't you? Even at Mythag, there's only a handful of papers on Lemuria. Just hurry up. Right, Surgus, yes, to his help. Alright, battle.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの意志を。
光を与えよ。
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Seafarers should have been barred by the Sona Nil's domain. If not for this creepy little black-caped weirdo, I could have slipped away to the new continent without worry. They took down so many seafarers. Could they actually be telling the truth? Turn start. If more than 3 cards remain in hand during last turn, gain 2 arithmetica. Right, that's nice. Whenever the leap effect is triggered, steal 8 temporary strength from all enemies. There's only 1 enemy, steal an additional 4. Yeah, I don't need this. This could be useful. Well, shit. Junction, Rouse an Awakener. Elite Battle.
我は導きと審判をもたらす者。白夜の
神母となる。
何ちらの罪を払わん。光を与えよ。
I mean,
愚か者。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
深海の精鋭。
風よ、死の淵へいざなえ。
or relic to transform it into a random cursed relic. Playing strike and defense, they're corresponding with their arithmetic cost. Murphy, you there? You guys are relentless. Nice, more black sigils.
我は導きと審判をもたらす者。白夜の輝きにて何ちらの罪を払わん。
深海の精鋭。 私に全て貢ぎなさい。
And nice. All other awakeners turn and let's turn to mankind, exterminate, turn and nice. I don't care about the leap effect. Dealing active dash, crystal per 3 times. Blind weakness temporarily still sticks to the strength. I mean, I guess. Exalt, draw 1 card, if HP is draw additional card. Oh, that's nice. One-way passage.
永遠の国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
It's another freaking snake. Oh, I have max relics. Rose caster. Oh, there's an event. Dominion. There's max HP by 300. One blink and she's gone. Searching like this is hopeless. Maybe we should find Ramona first. No, we can't let her go. I mean, she might hold the key to unraveling the Seafarer's mystery. Tulu, can you stop being a fucking child? Judging by how well she knows them, she must be aware of their goals. Alright, I'll try spirit tracing to find her. This is my first time tracking a human with it. Can't guarantee it will work. Oh, hello.
部をわ
Oh,
きま
it's
えなさい
Ishmael. Please call me Ishmael.
鳥は早急をかける。なんと洗い清めん。
Down.
おする
You and Tulu ducked into a hidden nook. He stood guard while you plunged into the dream-like spirit realm. The familiar drowning station ebbed away. An intangible wind surged through your mind. You opened your eyes. The spirit realm struck you as both familiar and oddly unfamiliar. A ship, a white sailing vessel, bobbed at the horizon's edge, pristine, fragile, alien. Must be because the Suna kneels in a special domain and it's actually warping the spirit realm. Myriad glowing motes swirled around the ship like stumbling into a summer woodland pond, with frog croaks rising and falling like drum beats. Each seafarer carried their own distinct imprint. Stay calm, who is the closest to me? Ramona's the one I'm linked to. In the gloom, a handful of light sources gleamed brightly, but chasing them proved futile. The seafarer's presence walled off your mind like an iron barrier. Move, get out of the way. Ordinary humans manifested faintly in the spirit realm. Without the swarm of seafarers, spotting Murphy on a ghost ship should have been straightforward. Your mental tendrils fumbled through the seafarer cluster, clumsily shoving aside one mote after another. Murphy's mind, which one's hers? As you silently chanted Murphy's name, an ethereal female voice suddenly tuned into your wavelength. When you opened your eyes again, the spirit realm had twisted into an entirely different vista. At the horizon's end, warped. A skewed city erupted from the ground. The chaotic mental clamor no longer plagued you. Utter silence prevailed, broken only by a low and dim light radiating ceaseless cold. Who is this? Lady Miriam, those expedition teams wrecked the Elver Falter. The alignments passed and the Tindri awakened. Lady Miriam's spirit realm? There's no divine mother fit to birth our Lord. It's nothing but a killing machine. No matter, we'll just await the next stellar alignment. I've endured 5,000 cycles. What's one more turn? Tell the Church of the Lightbearers to remove the flawed specimen. Yes. But a new vessel for birthing our Lord, what now? Didn't you say the current vessel, corrupted by dissolution, could hold out another 25 years? We can't see the dissolution, but the vessel's weakening, it's plain to everyone. The new Divine Mother, Miriam lowered her gaze to a girl napping by the pool's edge. In the dim polar ice cavern, the girl's pink hair shone vividly, bringing with vitality. Encircled by cultists, she cradled the sleeping girl. Barefoot, she descended to the altar's pinnacle, towards the frigid stone throne, embodying utmost honor. Savoring the human warmth for a prolonged silence, she spoke softly yet audibly to all. The new Divine Mother has already been granted by the heavens. Murmurs burst forth among the prostrate cultists. Murphy, the Divine Maiden, but is she? Yes, she is Lady Miriam's adopted daughter. Even if the Church of the Lightbearers stops supplying new awakening materials, surely Lady Miriam wouldn't sacrifice Murphy. Isn't the High Priestess being too rigid? Seafarer doctrine claims the Divine realm fell tens of thousands of years ago. Murphy's a kid we all watched grow. The High Priestess has waited millennia. What's little more time to find a new host? For this, the Divine Maiden was born during the last alignment. No one's more suited, right? The babble of voices elicited no reaction from Miriam. Instead, the din roused Murphy, who stirred awake. This? Miriam, what's happening? Why bring me here? Miriam offered no reply. instead reaching to smooth Murphy's tousled hair. When she spoke again, her words resounded with finality. The Divine Mother has come. He shall awaken from Usher in Elver faltered expedition thieves. Could it be Francis? The thought scarcely formed before an icy chill seized your nape, a serpentine glare fixed upon you, hurling you out of Miriam's spirit realm. Any luck about her? The irregular exit left you reeling. You steadied yourself on Tulu's tentacle. I wandered into Miriam's spirit realm. Now she knows I'm alive. Webbed feet pounded the deck, drawing nearer. Whether Miriam can traverse the trace or not, seafarers were encircling you. Okay, what are you spacing out for? Come with me. Murphy beckoned from a doorway. You and Tulu shared a look and dashed towards her lead. Miriam perched at the bridge's apex, eyes half shut, hand to her brow, appearing weary. Your rare sight, you looking like that. What done playing pretend with our little princess? Watch your words, Goliath. The Divine Mother, no mortal frame can evade the destiny I've decreed for her. So confident, yet you haul me up here. I was in the thick of chasing that captain. The other Mittag student, he is still breathing. Eliminate him, he can't interfere with the ritual. It must unfold at this alignment. Our Lord shall be reborn this night.
ついにあの写本に書かれていた満天の星空。
What's the next achievement? Clear with life not below 50%. Perfectly doable. All enemies. Oh, that's quite nice. Investigate. Murphy led you through the cabin, tiptoeing to evade the seafarers' patrols. Where are we headed? Somewhere safe to find someone who can help. Isn't your partner kidnapped? I know a person who knows every inch of this ship. Find her first, then have her locate your friend. Beats running around like headless chicken, right? Speaking of which, you don't think we're bad guys anymore? Murphy shot you a glare, huffing like a cat. I'm not some idiot. I heard everything you and Tentacle Boy said. You pulled that mental trick to poke into Miriam's head and now she knows you're alive. Even a dead fish on a bench could tell you're not with them. What is this safe place you speak of? Quit asking so much, just keep quiet and follow me. Murphy paid no mind if you and Tulu were keeping up. She deftly pushed open another hatch and slipped through the piece. As you prepared to follow, Tulu extended a tentacle, blocking the way between you and the door. Keeper, do not drop your guard around this girl. Why? Tulu sidestepped your question with one of his own. Tell me, how do you view the seafarers? Seafarers, webbed digits, bodies fish-like above the tailbone, retaining some intelligence, sleek and natural forms, not like the Sculptors Association's messes. Those guys always botch their experiments into horrors. I figured that their looks came from mutations after cataclysm exposure, but in these fights I haven't spotted any clear D marks on them. Seafarers more like evolution's dumb joke on humanity. They revere Miriam as high priestess, less a tribe and more a group bound by faith. Evolution's dumb joke on humanity. I appreciate your metaphor. This girl Murphy, when we found her, seafarers prostrated around her, and given her familiarity with Miriam, she is no ordinary follower. Tell me, was Murphy present in Miriam's spirit realm? You opened your mouth before your vocal cords vibrated a muffled yelp, and garbled noises echoed from beyond the door.
「見届けてくれ自由を求めるこの意志を」
光を与えよ。
Oh fuck, I misclicked.
東亜の国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
深海の精
Oh,
鋭
nice. Right.
光を与えよ。
And we're done. Browse an awakener. Well, this one
部
is
をわ
rather
きまえな
short.
さい。神母となる。
光を与えよ。
深海の精鋭私に全て貢ぎなさい。
A stiff boot sole stomped down hard on the solution mutant, splattering D-slime across the floor. Murphy lowered her swinging shovel, shaking her hand in disgust, as if flinging off the D-slime that hadn't even touched her. You good thing it wasn't a seafarer, or I wouldn't have dared swing. You guys are too slow, let's move. Walt. Tulu's tone was icy. And a bot. Nice. But recalling his words about the enigma surrounding Murphy, you chose silence. Though the cabins you've led us through show no seafarer traces, the deeper we go, the more mutants we encounter. You've been guiding us straight into danger. Solution mutants? Oh, you mean these monsters? Captain said the ship had some cataclysm outbreak once. Some sailors turned into freaks, but he couldn't bear to clear them out, so he locked most in the hold. Geez, you done interrogating? Why is everyone fucking sus? Murphy stomped her foot, pointed behind the tool. That you can't tool. His partner is still in seafarer hands, right? If you keep dawdling and wasting time and something happens to her, don't blame me. Let's go save Ramona. Tulu glanced sideways at you for a moment as if gauging your expression. My partner's in peril, and we've been fighting non-stop. Tulu's just on edge. Hope you don't mind our rudeness. Please lead us to the captain, someone who can help find Ramona.
これ式のことで王女の休息を邪魔しないでちょうだい。
Fragile states. While it's in hand, 150 key flare. Oh, that's good. Deal 500 plus damage in one turn, elite battle. Madman's Cleaver. Oh, is this fucking Goliath? Wait, that didn't look like Goliath. Weird, I remember the captain saying to head towards the engine room if there's trouble. Murphy? Shush, you're interrupting my thinking. You kept quiet on the interrupting Murphy's thinking, but you knew you had to stop her from thinking any further. Under Murphy's lead, your trio reached the hole's end. Ahead loomed a cold steel bulkhead with only an upward staircase, no way forward. She's bratty. Are you lost? No way, I don't get lost. I've lived on this ship for months. I know every vent, every rat hole. But look what's in front of us, just a sealed wall, not even a vent to crawl through. I just don't come down alone much. Usually I'm with the captain and crew. My partner's waiting for our help. Please, Lady Murphy, check the plan. Murphy stomped hard, reluctantly leaning in to examine the bulkhead text plan. Let me see. To reach the engine room, we must take these stairs up the main deck. Yeah, I remember now. The engine room's sealed tight, but with only one way in and out, it's safer. So we'll have to head back to the deck. Ramona and I got ambushed by seafarers up there. The deck's probably crawling with patrols. We must be careful, avoid fights if possible. Or just kill them all. That's the best form of stealth. The hatch kicked open, a crack, dazzling light poured into the dim hold. Without the distant prowling seafarers, the Sonanil might truly have been a secluded utopia.
部をわきまえなさい。
光を与えよ。 我は導きと審判をもたらす者。白夜の輝きにて
深海の
何時らの罪を払わん。
これこそ宿命よ。触れるな。深海の精鋭。愚か者。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
汚れし者め。
Alright, got the keys, first door, vents. Hmm.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの石を。
光を与えよ。
深海の精鋭。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
無礼者。深海の精鋭。
何時洗い清め。
Place Place convulsion inside and watch space until the limits reach. After entering the launch around, gain 24 strength. This one's nice. This one is nice. Turn start for each card in ultra space, gain temporary strength. An ultra turn gain 20 temporary strength. Not a big fan of temporary strength. Oh yeah, this is nice.
「ドアの国に通じる扉はここにあるわ」
「深海の精鋭」「神母となる」「愚か者」
この暗流は
「深海の精鋭」
この翼が必ず守る。何時だ。洗い清め。
私に全て見過ぎなさい。
Frozen Awakener, Caster. Fuck, that was first. Oh, nice. Oh, free temporary tentacles are returned. Damn, that's fucking crazy. Rose. Let's just kill our
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの意志を。
光をたたえよ。
これこそ宿命よ。深海の精鋭深海の精鋭
風よ。地の淵へいざなえ。
Alright, that's easy enough, clearing basic things. And that's the final battle. Alright. We continue on with the story. You snuck across the deck, Murphy pursing her lips and pointing to the nearby bridge, signaling the engine room lay inside. If you could distract the seafarer guards at the door, you would be able to slip in unnoticed. You nodded in understanding, fumbling in your pocket for something to toss when heavy footsteps approached. Murphy gasped, her face paling with fear. She scanned around, then yanked you off a crate tarp and scrambled inside, hands and feet flailing. Murphy? The crate fell silent and still, like a black hole swallowing her whole. Quiet, someone's coming. The one who dismissed the seafarer guards in ancient tongue was undoubtedly a giant. Your angle hid his form, but his shadow on the deck loomed enormous. Vast enough to trample mountains, devour sun and moon. A massive cleaver was brutally hurled toward you from afar, its force ripping the air, unleashing a fierce shockwave. Watch out! A sturdy tentacle coiled around your waist, yanking you from the blade's impact point. Most seafarers are frail, savoring light weapons. This cleaver belongs to another. Stay sharp. Frail? I agree with your take on these folks. Folks or fools? Fools. But as frontline fodder, mindless drones couldn't be handled. A burly, towering man dragged that long tail fin, kicking aside groveling seafarers at his feet, lumbering towards you. He yanked the blade free from the deck where it embedded deeply. His tone mocked, his gaze appraising you with keen interest. An awakener ranking above seafarers, this guy's in league with Miriam too? In league with Miriam? But an ugly way to put it. I am Goliath, remember it. The name of one who conquered the seas. Bro is yapping too much.
深海の精鋭、これこそ宿命よ、愚か者。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。鳥は早急をかける。この翼が必ず守る。
深海の精鋭。
我が名のもとに光を与えよ。
ここは通さん。
深海の精鋭。神母となる。
Yeah, bros.
これこそ宿命よ。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
At this point, I'm just spamming buttons. Since he's.
愚か者。
Oh, he's still
深
in
海の精鋭。
絶対に祖国へ帰る。
風と共に散れ、風と共に散れ。
これこそ宿命。
Yeah, he died. Such insane power, terrifying even by Awakener standards. Strength. Miriam bestowed upon you the power granted to her. Oh, how could a runt like you? Tull's hesitation prompted the giant to pause his soul, pondering. He squinted, sizing Tull up from head to toe, his gaze lingering on the ostentatious crown. That crown's design. Goliath's pupils contracted, his raw, piercing stare fixed on you both. Then he burst into unrestrained laughter. Interesting, how interesting. If that woman saw this, what face would she make? She would snap, right? I can't wait for that moment. The mad cackle echoed through the domain, ratcheting up the tension. Relax, I'm not finishing you here. Those light bearer incompetents can't even handle basic security, letting this run sneak in, but thanks to their screw-up, this ritual just got way more entertaining. Church of the Lightbearers, seafarers are tied to them, huh? Don't lump me with those lunatics. Seafarers forms make blending in tough, and they crave our power. Freaks using each other, huddling for warmth, that's all. Not just linked to the light bearers, but this ritual you mentioned. Goliath, who exactly are you? Who am I? Why not ask your sidekick? Where I and those seafarers came from, you can't guess. After all, you're the supreme insolence. Scary is scary, but sorry. I'm no loyal subject of yours. I've got ritual prep to handle, no time to tangle with you further. Go ahead, scurry around with your tentacles tucked, but you know, the thing that woman wants, only you can provide. The envoy who siphoned power from that impotent god. His thoughts barely ended when violet phantoms erupted from the scar across Goliath's neck. They coiled like scars around his throat, finally solidifying into serpents. Goliath's face contorted at the phantom's emergence, their fangs sinking into the neck room. Pain and venom intertwined, twisting his features into a grin, shark-like teeth, purring with thrill. Petty bitch can't stand a word against her ethereal god, a gutless, heartless cowardice. The phantoms yanked sharply, bowing the giant's spine into an arc, forcing him into prostration. Is this all you got? Controlling you with inscrutable faith, letting the cataclysm raise your civilization a fanatic. Ha! In the end, he never even existed, it's all your delusion. The phantoms constricted abruptly, Goliath coughed, spewing blood droplets. His, an ancient punishment used in Lemuria to chastise and tame unbelievers and prisoners. Tulu gazed at Goliath, still wearing his furless smirk inside. Miriam's doing great, doesn't this mean Miriam knows where we are? Finally, Goliath raised his cleaver to rise. He wiped blood from his face with the back of his hand. Torment seemed a mirage. Just a leash from an arrogant fool who thinks she's in control. Scrambled and taken out by some random grunt before I get my fill of this show. Goliath, wait. Oh, what's up? I like gutsy challengers. You've got one more question before I lose patience. Ramona, how's my partner now? What are you planning to do with her? First off, I don't need women. Sparing her for now, that's Miriam's call. The current Divine Mother, the vessel for birthing a new god, is just some insignificant pink-haired brat. With that Divine Mother's puny frame, there's no way she can stifle the new god's first cry. The phantoms vanished when he ceased mocking the god. He flexed his neck side to side, shouldered his cleaver and strode off, unconcerned about turning his back. Before he turned, he distinctly saw him glance at Murphy's hiding crate.
これ式のことで王女の休息を邪魔しないでちょうだい。
Alright. What is this? Whenever an awakener uses Exalt, Divine Limb will make an additional attack in turn. Let's try to get this and this, and this is less relevant. Warp reality. A nightmare that never dissolved. A twisted reality that shadowed her all her life. Murphy? Murphy? You can come out now, Goliath's gone. Really? It's fine, the seafarers on deck followed him off. Here, take my hand, I'll help you out. As soon as Murphy stood, Tulu's tentacle coiled tightly around her ankle with your silent nod. What? I know ditching you to face Goliath alone was crappy, but if he was after me, getting caught means I'm done for. Murphy? What? You're staring like that. Why are you staring like that? What's with you two? You knew it was Goliath from his footsteps, and earlier, your words showed your familiarity with Miriam. You're deep in the Seafarers organization, a member, high up even. Or rather, they're here for you. You're the Seafarers' Divine Mother, the vessel who birthed the new god, right? I'm who the vessel to birth the new god, right? I'm not. Then explain your familiarity with Goliath and Miriam and why you're fleeing the seafarers. I'm just a maid, an ordinary one. Girls like me are a dime a dozen at the cold space. Human appearances are rare among seafarers, otherwise with their combat prowess they wouldn't need to ally with the Church of the Lightbearers. If you're just some irrelevant human maid, why the massive hunt for you? It's all, this is just, Murphy, I need to know what's going on. Only then do we stand a chance of surviving, only then can we help you. Fine. A fledgling bird with broken wings plunged into a black pool. The high priestess murmured prayers, drifted firm and elusive. Fanatical words pierced the black slime, turning into blades that sliced open the fledgling's chest. Crimson liquid welled from the wound, blooming eerily on the now still black surface. Yet she kept sinking, blood-trailing roots delving into the depths, into a soft, chilling embrace. She saw it, looking up. Mother lowered 3 pairs of eye stalks, meeting her gaze. It was a colossal crimson entity, its blood-soaked parts turning translucent white. Mother emitted a faint glow, briefly illuminating a small patch of space. By that light, she saw countless black wounds, large and small, scarring Mother's smooth skin. I'm sorry. Black slime churned, shattering the pool's calm. Mother let out a shrill wail, tentacles writhing as they delivered something into the fledgling's chest. Slick ices of tentacles wrapped around her. The black pool no longer clogged her mouth and nose. Instead, like amniotic fluid, it buoyed her life. I'm sorry, I still don't want to die. The surface held a prolonged calm. Even the howling polar winds couldn't ripple the viscous pool. Lady Miriam, could the divine maiden come already? She was born in the last stellar alignment, a child who sees. No one in the world is worthy of the divine bloodlight's recognition. The gaunt woman stood encircled, perched at the highest vantage overlooking the wall. Veils obscured her features. Even closely, it couldn't fathom her thoughts. Murphy. With a murmur as if geothermal energy surged forth, the surface abruptly boiled. Thick, viscous black water overflowed the banks, lapping over feet, flowing to the woman's bare soles. Pushing through the young cultist's hushed gasps, she silently trod the black liquid path, plunging her hands deep into the pool. The girl clung to her hands, leaping from the pool. Black liquid traced her facial contours like 2 ghastly tear streaks. Not bad. Looks like God accepted the new mother. Goliath's abrupt remark dripped mockery, yet no one minded his sarcasm anymore. The divine maiden succeeded? We did it! Prayers rose in waves, harmonizing in the frigid cavern, fanatical, twisted, deafening. Miriam, as you wished, I've done what you asked. He is pulsing here now. Not just Murphy, Miriam heard it. 2 hearts and mismatched rhythms throbbed in the girl's chest. Now answer my question. Yes, Murphy. Did you raise me from the start, just for today? No. You're my divine maiden, meant to bridge the divine realm. Afterward, your soul will ascend there. Today's rite was unplanned, but fear not. After the god birth ritual, I'll preserve your essence. You won't wander the eternal night. Soul, essence. My death was set for the so-called stellar alignment from the beginning, right? Miriam closed her eyes briefly, turning from questions to face the frenzied followers. She raised her arms high, black liquid slid along her skin grooves, instantly dyeing her veil a deep black. The Divine Mother has come. He shall awaken from, ushering in 3 months later. You're giving that woman more headaches. Weren't you such a good girl a few months back? What, not listening to mommy anymore? The girl glanced at Goliath, stabbing her knife viciously into the wood, tossing tool and material aside. Mom? Mommy? Miriam, where did you learn that term? Dictionary, look. Female adult who cares for a child with emotional bond. No, I won't. Your mommy. You're the cult's divine maiden, a destined one of glory. If you wish, call me by name. Miriam? Yes, divine maiden. She's not my mom, never was. Only the higher-ups of the Church of the Lightbearers know where I came from. I have no mom. I'm just a gift to Miriam. Huh? She told you even that? To a prisoner with a death sentence, secrets don't matter. They will all go to the grave with me. That's her way of making it up to you. You know, the day they implanted the god in you, our high priestess grieved sleeplessly. Grieved? What a joke, she doesn't feel that. So cold, little princess. Girls do I see make mommy sad, you know. Shut up, I said she's not my mom. Don't be so sure about that. Wanna hear a story? No, and I don't wanna see you. If you're here just to mock me, get out. Nah, you do. Goliath's stone turned grave, laced with battlefield authority. Murphy's two hearts nearly skipped from it. She suddenly realized the giant was never her plaything to toy with. She'd pushed her luck with her status, and he'd just enjoyed the show. Yes, please go ahead. There's this secretive cult obsessed with pure bloodlines or marriages decreed by the head. Anyone marrying outsiders and breeding gets purged eventually. In the last purge, the enforcer brought back a baby, a girl who could see spirits. A baby girl? She'd hidden too long in a secret compartment under her mom. By the time cultists found her, she nearly choked on her birth mother's blood. That mediocre nobody woman's greatest feat, birthing a top-notch daughter and trying to keep the cult from taking her. What touching mother-daughter love brings a tear to my eye. Goliath, you... Why tell me this? Brooding's no good. Your state affects the god's growth, you know. Next alignment's in 25 years. I bet Miriam's coming soon to put you under. Do something fun, wreck stuff, whip seafarers, torment your maids, whatever. Goliath cut the tall Connie laterally, patting her head roughly devoid of warmth. As he left, he eyed the wood carving Murphy had tossed in the corner. Her skill was awful. The squat grotesque shape atop the wooden base repulsed at a glance. After Goliath departed, the space fell utterly silent. Even the caged sacrifices awaiting slaughter made no sound. Murphy sat by the campfire for ages until the light dimmed and embers faded. Only then did she slap her cheeks as if snapping from a dream. She kicked the cage hard, recalling the woman who wrecked the ritual months ago, the one who escaped Miriam through sheer grit. I'm sorry, I don't want to die. Don't want to end like this. Hello, Neuroliminal. Alright. I finish 5:10 probably, and then I'll stream a bit later again. Fate's seed. Reality sows the seeds of ruin, while destiny guides the encounter. Let's go. Fate's seed. The Seafarer cult, the ritual wrecked by the expedition teams, the previous host tainted by dissolution, and the god inside you. You've encountered plenty of people with modified bodies, Aegis, Miss Mason, Lily, Lisa, but transplanting a god into a living person, that's just... What's with that look? Don't believe me? Fine, I didn't expect you to get it right away. Sorry, it's just this role too bizarre to wrap my head around. Murphy, can I see that God? And you say you're not doubting? I'm just... How much longer? Longer for what? The God, how long until he's born? I don't know, why don't you check for yourself? From the way you talk about Miriam in life, you're already neck deep in this, aren't you? The girl didn't hesitate, she began unbuttoning her clothes with brisk determination. As the last button came undone, you saw the God. Her torso beneath the open shirt was starkly transparent, the skin and muscles stretched taut, rendering her chest and the abdomen a ghostly, decaying white. The anomaly laid bare her organs, a pale red heart, young and beating on a milky egg. Countless fine threads sprouted from the egg, intertwining with Murphy's blood vessels in a symbiotic dance. Were it not for the weight pressed against her heart, it might have seemed a natural part of her translucent body, not some foreign intruder. Chaotic yet silent, it bore a frozen inverted triangle of black marks like a grotesque work of art. The dissolution that thing's been marked by dissolution. Had enough staring? Sorry, please button up. Murphy lowered her head, adjusting her clothes while glancing at you. You kept mentioning dissolution. Is that what you call those black wounds on it? The previous vessel, the one who truly carried this thing, was covered in those marks. If the solution hadn't weakened her, I wouldn't have been. Her voice trailed off. She swallowed the rest of her words, pressing a hand to her chest. Her expression shadowed. Tulu, you saw what that God looks like. How long until it's fully grown? It's remarkably robust, nearly complete. Only the guidance of the stars remains to spur it to tear through its vessel's body. I am astonished you can still move freely even now. So it's already that close? I haven't lost consciousness yet because Celeste helped me. Celeste? Murphy gazed at the sky, swirling with strange, luminous hues. Birds wheeled beneath the shimmering veil, the light soft and warped, shielding the ship from any storm beyond. The seafarer Colt's notes obsess over the stellar alignment, insisting the birthing ritual must happen at a precise moment. That's why that woman wanted me asleep. The captain figured the god's growth might be tied to celestial cycles, so Celeste wove this isolated domain around the ship. We nailed it since we left the true sky behind, it's gone dormant. If we can stay on this ship through the stellar alignment, maybe it will sleep forever. So Celeste created this domain and she's the one steering the supposedly sunken Sunanil. Sounds like she's an awakener too. Wait, is she the one who you said could help find Ramona? Exactly. Nothing on this ship escapes her notice. She must be with the captain, hiding from the seafarers. If we find her, tracking down your friend will be a piece of cake. In other words, whether we help you first or save Ramona, Celeste is the key. Tulu fell silent, tilting his head towards you, waiting for your decision. Indeed, but whether to return their ship to land, hold the birthing ritual, or rescue Ramona, the only path forward was to find Celeste. Murphy, lead the way. Find the captain. Find Celeste. No, that's tunnel.
ドアの国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
深海の精鋭。
光を伝えよ。
I guess that's just a free card.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの石を。
愚か者。深海の精鋭。
風
風よ死の淵へ誘え。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
この翼が必ず守る。
Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, elite fight.
我は導きと審判をもたらす者。白夜の輝きにて何ちらの罪を払わん。
戻って。
光を与えよ。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
これこそ宿命よ。下がれ深海の精鋭。
何ちらの罪洗い清め。
Alright, keys. Advance. Junction, Rosen Awakener, Murphy. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Let's go, keep going. Where's the door? Use key.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの石を。風よ死の淵へ誘え。
これこそ宿命よ。深海の精鋭。
この翼が必ず守る。
深海の精鋭。
Extra silver, nice. Rosen Awakener, Caster. Oh, this silver is nice. Oh, I like this. Event imposter, give me back my son. Aren't you the blessed maiden of the Ark? Isn't it your duty to protect the Ark? Why did only one ship return? Tell me, drown her. She must endure the same suffering my father faced before he died. Drown her, drown this imposter, tie her to a stone. A sea water rushed into her mouth and nose. was forcing the air out from every corner of her lungs. She still wore that luxurious and immaculate white dress. Almost the first thought after becoming a blessed maiden emerged from the darkest recesses of her mind, arriving belatedly. Yes, why did those ships sink? You are a spectator of memories, helplessly watching the girl fall into the dark sea. The current lifts her skirt upward, but she sinks like an unopened flower. Alright, let's finish the battle.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの石を。
はい。
愚か者深海の精鋭
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
愚か者私に全て貢ぎなさい。下がれ。
前へ。
光をたたえよ。
ドアの王国の美しさに服従せよ。
神母となる。
Oh, I needed a bit of extra for that, I guess. Well, sure. Let's try.
はっ
And
我が心清き光なり。
the captain told me about the safe house behind that door. What was the knock we agreed on? 3 light, 1 heavy. Light, heavy, light. As Murphy racked her brain for a signal, sweating with urgency, the door flew open from within. A hand yanked her inside. Tulu quickly propped the door to keep it open. We exchanged a glance and slipped inside together. Captain, thank goodness you're here with me. A middle-aged man with dark skin dressed in a sailor's uniform patted Murphy's head with fond gesture. Keeping one's word is something adults must adhere to. So, will you introduce your friends? This grumpy crowned brat Tulu, and the other one's name is... I never asked her name. Murphy scratched her head sheepishly, ducking behind the captain and leaving the awkward introduction to the only adult present. I'm the big lot. I'm a student at Midlag University. You're the captain, right? Our records say a senior from our school once boarded the Sonanilla. The captain pulled the cigarette case from his pouch, pinching the last bit of tobacco, but Murphy lightly swatted his hand. Didn't you promise you'd quit smoking? The captain gave a wry smile and pocketed the case. I recognize that uniform. Shame it's not a better time. Should you come another day, I'd pour you a drink and we could have a proper chat. Elton, my name's Elton. Well, you introduce yourselves. Murphy wandered the dim cabin. When she reappeared in your sight, her face was edged with confusion. Captain, isn't Celeste with you?
そなたの偉大なる皆を広めよう。すべての不条
Carry at least 5 relics upon clearing. Well, never mind. Whatever. Done with the stream for now. Gonna come back later in maybe an hour or 2. Good game, GG. So the story... I kinda forgot a lot about it since I didn't play for 6 months. Getting back into it.